Hi, Owen. Early this week on our 8th grade trip, the other chaperones and I fished the students out of the lake. This was not an easy task at all, believe me. It's a big lake. They've been scrambling and slipping their way over, under, down the obstacles in the water park's rapidly warming and populating lake for hours. And they could go for many more. But we were on our 8th grade trip, and we had another activity planned for the guys. Some were pumped, and some were a little reluctant. Owen was in the latter camp. Sure, he felt good about being with his buddies, but as the van scraped its way up over the hardscrabble dirt road closer to our destination, Owen felt the looming pressure. Don't worry, I did too. Totally. We were headed to a cliff. The boys were to rappel off the edge. Owen let us know, quietly, that he was nervous. It was, after all, a drop of 60 to 80 feet. Someone whispered it was over 100. That might have been me. I was scared too. Owen had a little look of unease on his face as he considered whether to step off the ledge. I saw an opportunity, and I took a group of students to the bottom of the cliff to watch those rappel. But when we reached the bottom, Owen was nowhere to be found. I thought he was part of our crew. That's when someone said, "Hey, look, there's Owen." And there he was, all harnessed up on the edge of that cliff, suspended at the edge of the precipice. Owen stepped backward and steadily made his way down the cliff toward the safety of the ground. Unhooking himself from the gear, Owen was beaming, and so were all of us. He overcame the obstacle that only moments earlier loomed in front of him. I should not have been surprised when he rappelled down the cliff 2 more times, so familiar that it seemed like he was a seasoned veteran who'd yet to find a frightening cliff tall enough that he could not descend. This is the Owen that we've come to know over the past 4 years. Owen sees an obstacle, considers his approach, and perseveres. The faculty and I have seen this from his growing comfort and confidence in his handwriting to his ability to speak his mind in class. His willingness to persevere translates to his academic achievement and the respect to all those around him. His peers and faculty alike stop to listen when Owen speaks. He's thorough and detailed, genuine and thoughtful in his delivery. I even remember when Owen was in 5th grade playing soccer, and he was holding his own against the older students. He was fast, strong, hardworking. In the off chance that someone was able to get past him or took the ball, Owen wouldn't give up. Instead, he'd turn right around and he'd give chase. Owen, your determination and your willingness to adapt will take you far. And if you ever find yourself facing an obstacle that seems too challenging, I want you to remember something. Think back to that morning in May of 2022 when you stared down from that impossible height and you said, "Yeah, I'll give it a try." Congratulations, Owen.